How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad that you joined me today. Today we're going to have a classic kind of cool band that I really like, the Velvet Underground, and we're going to do the song Rock and Roll. Now, I know a number of songs by the Velvet Underground, but I do not know this particular song. It came out in 1970 and it was off the Loaded album, so this should be a blast to hear. I'm really excited to hear them because, like I said, I really do like this band a lot. And if you like what I'm doing on the channel, you can show me by liking the video and subscribing. If you have not subscribed, please do so. It really does help me a ton, gets my videos out to other people. And if you care to, you can always become a member of my channel. All right, here we go. From the Loaded album from 1970, this is the Velvet Underground, and the song is Rock and Roll. Now, I'm expecting it to be kind of maybe a really heavy, raunchy kind of song if it's about rock and roll, but you never know with the Velvet Underground. Here we go.
Jenny said when she was just 5 years old, there was nothing happening at all. Every time she puts on the radio, there was nothing going down at all. Not at all. Then one fine morning she puts on a New York station. You know, she don't believe what she heard at all. She started shaking to that fine, fine music. You know, her life was saved by rock and roll. Despite all the amputations, you know, you could just go out and dance to the rock and roll station. It was alright. Hey, baby, you know, it was alright. Jenny said when she's just about 5 years old, you know, my parents are gonna be the death of us all. 2 TV sets and 2 Cadillac cars, well, you know, ain't gonna help me at all. Nah, just a tiny bit. And one fine morning she turns on a New York station. She doesn't believe what she hears at all. Ooh, she started dancing to that fine, fine music. You know, life is saved by rock and roll. Yeah, rock and roll. Despite all the computation, you could just dance to that rock and roll station. And baby, it was alright. Yeah, hey, it was alright. Hey, here she come now. Oh. Jump, jump. Like Jenny said when she was just about 5 years old. Hey.
So absolutely great, as per usual. I really like the Velvet Underground. I don't think I've ever heard a song by them that I don't like. They are very cool, and they have a very specific sound. And that kind of riff that they have going throughout the entire song is so very catchy, and it sounds like them. When I hear the guitar played in that particular manner, I always think of the Velvet Underground. And of course, they kind of, you know, it's got a little kind of a poppy flavor to it. It's a lot more poppy than rock than I thought it was going to be, but we still have some of that experimental kind of cool guitar solos going throughout it every once in a while, which I think is very cool as well. This album actually was the last album that the Velvet Underground did with all of the original members. So I guess they were kind of like going out on a high note. And this album also was an album that they called it Loaded because the record company really wanted this album to be very radio friendly, and I guess this song kind of fits into that category. It is a lot more radio friendly than some of their other songs, but some of their other songs are just absolutely magnificent. But this was actually, they called it Loaded because it was supposed to be loaded with hits. So I thought that was actually kind of cool. And one of the songs off this album, I think, was Sweet Jane, which is probably one of the more well-known songs by the Velvet Underground. All right, let's rewind this a little bit. Love that.
And it was all right. Oh, you listen to me now. And it was all right. Come on now. Listen. It was all right. It was all right. It was all right. It's all right. It's all right now. It's all right now. It is all.
Love it. That was brilliant. Absolutely loved it. I loved Lou Reed's voice at the end of that. He was just showing so much rawness in that. Absolutely fantastic. I loved it when he got up into those high little parts every once in a while. That was very cool as well. And that very experimental electric guitar near the end went out on what we probably would have heard more of on some of their other albums. But this was a fantastic song. I really enjoyed that one. It was funny when they kept talking about the girl being 5 years old. For some reason, it really reminded me of the song People Who Died, because they were talking about people's ages throughout that particular song, and that was a good one as well. And perhaps Jim Carroll, who actually did People Who Died, may have been influenced by the Velvet Underground, or at least Lou Reed. But I thought that was just not necessarily the music, but just when they started talking about ages, for somehow it just reminded me of that particular song. Anyway, that was absolutely fabulous. I loved that so very much. If there are some other songs that you'd like me to do, please put it down in the comments and I'll do my best to get to as many of them as I can. And if you'd like to hear some videos that I've done in the past, just look up here at the end of this video and a couple will pop up. Maybe there'll be some Lou Reed songs, who knows? And if you're interested, you could check them out. The album Loaded actually has been on the Rolling Stones list of one of the best 500 albums of all time on numerous occasions. And I really should listen to this whole album, I think, because I do know a few songs off of it, but I don't know them all. This could be a fun little rabbit hole with this particular album. Okay, everybody, that was fantastic. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I hope you all have a joyful day, and I will see you all again next time. Bye-bye.